simulcast on both Twitch and YouTube tonight. Welcome. This is Rod at Win By Doing. Special guest tonight, Izzy. And let me make sure that I'm monitoring chat, so bear with me for just a second. If anybody's already in, welcome. And I appreciate you stopping in this evening. Tonight we are going to be doing a... this is basically what sold this week. Well, it's actually in the last couple weeks. Sales have been down a little bit slow. I'm just going to give a little bit time for others to jump in and make sure that the sound quality is fine, as well as let me just seeing if the chat is live. And it is not showing that we are live yet, but I am going to go to my channel just to make sure. If anybody is in the chat, let me know. I just want to double check and make sure that we are live. Again, this is the second time I've tried to do the simulcast, and first time went pretty well. Let's see. But today I'm not quite so sure. I'm going over to my channel just to check it out. I'm not seeing anybody in the chat yet. That could be just because nobody has jumped in yet. Either that or... Let me see here. How do I go to my view channel? Okay, here we go. Okay, it does show we are live. I'm going to make sure that I do have the chat popped up. Oh, there we go. There we do have chat. I apologize for looking like an idiot here. Let me pop that chat out. The whole simulcast is just trying to work out where the chat's gonna pop in. I just want to stop in and say hello to Don Maserati. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, Izzy to the left of me. We have Lonnie at Garage Flips, Jim and Tara Carey, and that is it. I'm going through. Hi Don, hi Rod, and Rod's daughter. Yes. Hey y'all, that girl's too cute to be kind to you. Rod, ha ha ha. The Crosswalk Association. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anyway, tonight we're just gonna go through it's gonna be a combined her sold, what sold, my what sold. Hasn't been a lot lately, and a lot of it has just been due to time. With the summer rolling in, it's been a real challenge to put time into the eBay business, my reselling business, because I had to put a lot more time into working the ice cream truck business. So it is what it is. The last couple of weeks has really been a time of reflection to get me to realize that I really needed to devote some time to eBay, to listing, because if you don't already know it, if you don't list, you don't sell anything, or your sales pretty much tank. And I haven't been listing. It's been about 4 or 5 days since I've listed anything, and that's about it. Anyway, Izzy, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Short and sweet, short to the point. Let me know if the volume's okay, if the mic's close enough. I guess typically I do put let me lower the mic down just a bit, just so that when Izzy does talk about her couple of items. So Izzy, what have you been up to, and why haven't you been listing, or have you been listing a lot? And don't look at me, talk to them. They're the ones that are going to want to know.
I have no answer.
Izzy has been a little bit slow on her listing, but she did go down to Indiana to go to computer camp for a week, and then another week down there. Her and her grandma went up and visited my daughter, who's in the Navy. So she's been really itching. She has a whole tote of what?
Dinosaurs.
She has a tote of dinosaurs that she has to continue listing. But pretty much, I got her this tote of dinosaurs, and I said, hey, do you want to put these on your store? which her and her mom both manage. And she's like, yeah. So we're gonna go through a couple of items that sold. One lot was from that tote, and another item was from a
Thrift store.
thrift store. Yes. So anyway, first I'm gonna go into the items. Didn't we go through your items first?
You can go through yours.
You want to go through mine first? Okay. It really doesn't matter. So let's just go ahead and transition right into that. And just so everybody knows, I am simulcasting across Twitch and YouTube. So if you hear me answering random questions, it's because I have somebody in the chat next door. And based on my history on Twitch, being a gamer, I've got about as many followers over there as I do on YouTube, but most of those are gamer related, so it's going to be new content to them. So just be aware of that. So we're going to transition over to what sold. This is I picked this up at the auction. I think I gave $1 or $2 for it, if I remember right. And it's just one of those glass or ceramic insulators. This one was enamel, and sold it for $19.99 plus shipping. Going to the next thing, I thought this was a $1 chess set. This wasn't anything spectacular. All these pieces were plastic. I thought they were really cool. It's a Mandarin made by TAG, if you notice up here. That's a company. And just to kind of give you I asked where the board board was, if it came with a board, and they said, well, the box is the board. So you unfold the box and there's a board right there. I don't know how much I believe of that, because I think I've seen some similar, but that had boards with them. But I could be just completely wrong. Maybe they threw in the board itself. But I still thought it was a cool item. And I could see, there was a lot of damage to this. There was Scotch tape everywhere. And there's a little bit close up of the pieces. Just to kind of, I still thought it was pretty cool, even though they're just plastic pieces. I think I sold that one I put it to auction. And I've been experimenting a lot with auctions. Are you sleeping over there? I mean, what kind? I mean, she's part of the show and she's already yawning over there. What's up with that? Okay. Oh, I did not scroll down to follow the chat. Hello. Oh, Pick with Joy. Welcome. Making sure. Izzy, do you write out the descriptions and do you do picks as well?
Yes.
Let me. Thank you for letting me know about the volume. Is that any better? Izzy, can you move up a little bit? I want to say I have my volume on my stream turned up all the way, but it might just be that I'm stepping. Is that a little bit better? Is it not streaming on Twitch as well? Let me go over there and look real quick just to make sure. This is a new experience for me, so bear with me for just a minute. Izzy, why don't you talk to him about your listing process?
What about it?
They're asking if you write your descriptions. How do you go about it? I know you do get a little bit of help from me, but for the most part, inquiring minds want to know.
Well, I usually just go through the list, starting with the pictures. And then, like my dad, I use a white poster board for the background. And then try to make the least shadows. And then, for the description, I try to just describe all of the
I don't describe all the what you're looking for. Keywords, maybe.
Yeah.
Can you keep talking? Well, I mean, you're like the keep going.
You were just finishing.
You're the one. You're the star of the show right now. So I am. While I mess with this,
What else did I say?
Izzy does do all the work. I'm not actually doing dual streaming right now. For some reason, it's not working. Um, so I might just have to skip that. Let's see. Okay, I apologize, folks. I'm just trying this new thing out. Will it work? It may. Will it not? Probably. But supposedly, it. I forget where my stream key is. I may have to just scratch that altogether and put my other. Here, you watch the chat here. Izzy, do you look up the same item and then use the sell similar option, or do you create your listings from scratch?
I usually do it from other listings. I do the similar option, but if I can't find anything similar, I do it from scratch. Yeah.
You could always try scream talking. Are you still having issues with hearing her? I am so blown away. I cannot figure out what I did differently tonight versus all the other the other night that I did this. I'm just trying to find my stream key real quick, so please bear with me while I go through this. I see a chat. Oh, sorry about that.
I didn't think it. I thought that you wanted it like that.
No, you need to keep me honest here. Izzy is supposed to make sure that I got my stream ready.
Oh, I thought you did.
Okay, we're gonna speak loud. Can you hear me fine now? I am not sure why the volume is any different than any other time. So Kat, can you hear us fine? And anybody, can you hear us fine? The sell similar option makes it much quicker, right, Izzy?
Yes. It makes it a lot easier.
Here I am trying to figure this out. Okay, I'm gonna delete this out. Okay, I'm gonna scratch that. For some reason, it's not working tonight. Can you turn your volume up on your PC? Is anybody else having issues with our volume?
It's on mute right there.
What? No, this is the volume on our computer.
Yeah, that's.
This is the mute for our mic.
So is it on mute?
No, it's not. Everybody can hear what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is, why is it red then?
If it's flashing, it's muted. Anyway, I think I'm gonna give up on the dual stream tonight, and I'll have to look and see what I did differently tonight as far as the doing the simulcast. But anyway, we will continue. Do you see any more questions? They have a volume button on their PC. They can turn you up on. Yes, thanks for joining, John. That's Nevermore Antiques. I want to try one more thing. Connect and authorize. Grab the miracle ear. You can do it. We. It's a whole new experience for me that I'm trying out, or a whole new experiment that I'm trying out. This whole simulcast. Last time I did this, it worked just fine. I don't know why it's not working tonight. So I just deleted the account. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on while I'm waiting on that. It looks like everything. Yeah, I just don't get it. It's saying that I'm offline over on Twitch, but I am online. I wonder if I have to. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna cancel out of trying to connect up to Twitch. For whatever reason, it is not showing. So we're gonna continue on with our souls. So I went to the chess set. I'm gonna transition right over, and I know too. I'm gonna have to work on the quality on my YouTube streaming. I don't know if something happened with my. Let me see resolution. Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, it's not. You guys are saying that the quality is poor as well, so I'll continue working on that. Your internet could not be worse than John's, right? I was not going to say anything about John's internet connection. So anyway, we're going to go right back on to the next item. This I paid $5 for this ratted cat plush. As you can see, I mean, most of the fur, it was a mohair, pretty much an antique. Most of the hair was gone. It was straw filled, but you know, it. I ended up putting that up to auction. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of auctions lately. Ended up getting $15 plus shipping for it. Out of that lot of hats, I put most of those off to auction as well, and in there was a Miami Vice. I think I picked up about 12 or 15 hats for $3, or was it? It was a $3. I think I gave them 5. But there's this Velcro or this corduroy Miami Vice embroidered hat. Ended up getting a winning bid of $11.50 plus shipping, and all these are going first class in an 8x8x8 box. This is another one in there. It's a pre-mixed large patch red on white, and I do not think this one wasn't even I don't know why that picture isn't showing. I don't even believe that this one was a K Products hat. Or it probably would have driven a higher price. I took an offer on this. I want to say I took something like $7 on this Treehouse Redwoods Highway California pennant. It was sitting for quite a bit. I think I picked it up for, I think they were running $1.50. Hats are, it's not that hats are my new gig, Cat. It's just that I learned a lot in the last month about hats, so I know what to look for, and I did pretty good on the last haul of hats I did. Big Mouth Billy Bass. This one it wasn't moving completely. I mean, I did put it I thought I put it in the description. I'm trying to find out. It took $22.99. They actually, this one did work. I just don't think it moved as much as the person's memory thought it would. And they are actually returning this one. So this is pretty much a scratch. It is what it is. I did hear from Steve over at Steve Alcorn Flips, that sometimes you just got to work those out, of the mechanics of them out, because a lot of times they've been sitting for so long that they get a little stiff. Just like all of us in old age. You sit too long, your bones are going to start creaking and get stiff, and you can't hardly move. Well, you just got to work it out, work out the kinks, and you'll be fine. So I want to give that a try, and it's killing my doll game. Stop laughing, Izzy. She, she always, I said, guess what I picked up today? She's like, another doll. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, these are pretty good finds. These sell relatively quickly, but I'm not saying they're fast movers, but they're definitely not long haul. And um, you can get okay money, and you can usually find them pretty cheap. I've sat on these lenses for quite some time. It's a lot of two Takina lenses, 35 by 105 millimeter. I thought I'd try the camera game out, and I just it's just like everything else. It's like hats. I was getting out of hats until I learned what to look for in hats. Same thing with camera equipment. I'll keep buying camera equipment until I find out what sells. I like to I like to experiment and see what does actually sell and what doesn't. Because you can pull comps all day long on an item, and that doesn't mean you're gonna sell it tomorrow.
You had a Barbie?
We had a garage sale the other day, and there was a Barbie in the box that I thought was Rod's. Whatever. Yes, that is my wife in there heckling me in the. Why would you sit on them? They don't look comfortable. It was. It depends on the angle, Scott. It's fun when you get to the point when you think your husband owns. It's fun when you get to the point you think your husband owns Barbies. Hey, I have some My Little Ponies down here within arm's reach. I have some Brat, some Monster High, and I just at auction this last week. I just won a old, a vintage doll. I'll show that. Rod, do you know what a brony? Yes, I do know what a brony is. Just because I buy My Little Ponies, I'll leave it up to you to decide whether you think I'm a brony or not. For those of you that do not know what bronies are, there's a huge following of males that are huge My Little Pony fans, and that is what a brony is. So anyway, Takina lenses, I would say that would be a no-low. Oh, that's okay. I've had this one in my closet for quite a while. In my days of the days when I thought I wanted to sell clothes, I started selling quite a few clothes in the beginning, and did okay, but I just realized it wasn't my game. Some of the residuals from that. It's a men's Eddie Bauer long sleeve shirt, blue navy plaid, wrinkle resist, and I have to say I have to say I didn't even notice, but let's see if you guys can notice it over there in the. Let me zoom in on that. Let me see if you guys notice the issue with this shirt that I didn't even catch when I took a picture.
A button?
Yes, Izzy. Ding, ding, ding. It was missing a button. And I do have to say, I have some pretty decent customers. Let me see if I can. Sorry about that. I'm going back over to the shirt so you can look at that. The reason I'm going over and looking at my I did get actually feedback on this shirt, and the feedback was one button was missing, otherwise a beautiful shirt, and I got a good review out of it. So just to show you that there are good customers out there that are very gracious when it comes to any flaws that you miss in your listing. But yes, it was missing a button. I don't even know how I missed it. I sold the Alabama Roll Tide. This one's out there for Scott out there. The bearded $10 is all it got at auction. Started out at $5. I did it at 10. Got the one bid of $10. Did you? No, I'm not a Broby. Yes, we'll go on to the next one. Uh, I would say about 2 weeks ago, I went to an estate sale and I picked up all these Edgar Rice Burroughs books. I sold a previous. I picked them up for I think $10 for the box. I sold a previous lot for I think 40. Ended up having to give back a review or give back a slight discount because there were a couple of books that got damaged in shipping, and I'd already turned profit on it, so I said, you know what? Here I'm gonna. They told me what had happened. Sent me pictures of the books that the bindings had broken shipping, and I said, you know what? Here, how about? And I figured out the price per book that it was, and multiplied it by the times the amount of books that came across, and gave them a discount. Anyway, I was already ahead on this lot. Here's the 5 hardbacks that I sold at auction, and they brought $20. I got the $20 bid, so it overall ended up being a great deal. This is when I was doing a lot of books. I don't know. I pick up things that I found interesting. I don't know. I'm really trying to push the whole coffee table books. Bring them back. It's going to be the new fad for 2019. I mean, I'm just kidding. I just hope that. I just wish they were, because I probably got about 10 different coffee table books. Great pictures, but they're not. They're a very long tail. This one I probably had for about 8 months. It's Discover America by National Geographic Society, and I got $10 out of it plus shipping. I tried coffee table books before. I mean, they're very interesting. I like thumbing through them, but evidently not a lot of people do. And maybe there's a new term that I just don't know as far as a keyword, but maybe people don't have coffee tables anymore. The next thing I picked up this Coleman. I paid $3, I believe, for this. It might have been 5. No, I pretty much think it's 3. It went to auction, 5 bids, finally went up to $43. I have not gotten feedback on this. I think I packed it really well, but we'll see if I get feedback in the next week or two. But it was just this nice. Some of the sunshine lantern. I think that's a keyword for this particular one, and you can see there on the Coleman emblem there. It did have somewhere. It did show definitely some. Let's just call it patina, because that's the N word for resellers that make their stuff sound more expensive. Do an image of the bottom. I just went all over the place. That's typically what I do with these things, because some of these things they're going to collectors. So I took it all apart and showed everything. So anyway, $43 from a $3 investment. Rod put super rare coffee table book for the hip bronies. I have to tell you, I did in my My Little Pony lot. I did mention bronies in there for a small period of time, and that wasn't that didn't even drive people to buy my Little Ponies. So I think patina equals you clean the dirt off. Yes, that is exactly what that means. I'm too lazy to clean it off for you, so if you want it polished, you do it your own damn self. So next thing we have, and I know, most people have been doing this game for a while. If you can pick up these pure filters, they go relatively fast. This lot I actually put up to auction and went up to $25, and I want to say I gave $3 for these. I don't know, they were pretty cheap. I did mention bronies in the listing. So anyway, if you can hold on to these a little bit longer and get a little bit better price out of them, but I have been really trying to work at experimenting with auctions and seeing, I'm trying to dial in on that and see what works best, what doesn't, what strategies to use. When I figure it out, I'll let you know. You guys will be the first ones to know. And my last item, this is kind of a funny story. I originally listed this 2009 Lakers NBA champions Adidas baseball cap flex fit. I listed it for a buy it now price of $19.99. Now, in my description, I described it as pre-owned, but I did a sell similar, and the original listing was new with tags. So somebody had purchased it, but before they paid, they said, "Where's the tags at?" I said, "I am so sorry." I said, "I forgot to change the overall condition, and I said, if you want to cancel the order, let me know and I'll go ahead and cancel it." I said, but I did explain that I put the description that it was pre-owned, great condition, but it just carried over the overall condition. So he canceled the order. I turned around and I put this one up for bid, up for auction, and I started out $10, and it drove all the way up to $27 plus shipping. So it ended up being a win in the long run. I lost the $19.99 sale and turned around, put it up to auction, went all the way to $27 plus shipping, and it went a lot faster at auction than it did in. I mean, well, I guess you say seven. You say, it's a 7-day auction, so it took 7 days to see the money, but it probably sat on buy it now for a week before somebody decided to pull the trigger on it. And I think there is some sort of mentality when people do participate in the auctions that, okay, I'm getting a great deal at 10, and then you see somebody else, oh, I'm getting an awesome deal at 11. So then that's when it battles out, because they really see that they're getting a decent deal, and then before you know it, they're bidding probably more than they probably should have. Lonnie, I'm looking. Maybe try Brobies next time and figure out a way to integrate hipster so they think they're inadequate if they don't buy the book. Filters and CPAP always sell. The hipster call. I'm just going back through the last item. Setup was longer. She's going to make me do like I do in real life and just ignore her. Anyway, moving on to Miss Isabella. Do you have anything you want to say before we go into your souls?
No.
Lonnie, I mean, I bring my own trolls to the party. I don't need others to join in. You don't have a lead up?
No.
Are you going to say, my dad bought these things for me. He said, hey, these might do okay. You should try to do those. You're not going to throw in that disclaimer? I would like to say, as Izzy mentioned before, her and her mom manage the account. She does do all of her listings. She takes the pictures. She does the descriptions. And she does the titles. You do ask for guidance, but I do try to step back and let her do what she will with her listings. And if she asks me questions, I'll of course be glad to help her out. So, do you want to say how many you sold since you started your account? What? Do you want to tell how many you sold since you? How many things have you sold? Tell them.
I've sold 2 things since I set up the account.
The camera up here.
I've sold 2 things since I set up my account. And
next slide. Is this one you do first?
Sure. So the first thing was in the tub of dinosaurs my dad bought for about $7. It's 1988 complete set of 6 Pizza Hut Land Before Time dinosaur puppet toys figures. I put them on auction and they sold for $46. The next item is a Dr. Teeth plush doll, Muppets Electric Mayhem Band, Gold Tooth.
Don't worry about the chat.
Plush toy. And that one I sold. I didn't do an auction, but I sold for $34.99.
And do you want to talk about how did you come up with the prices for this one?
I did the similar.
So you looked at what sold?
Yeah, I looked at what sold of that before and then did that price.
So anyway, I am very proud of her because she is doing, when you look at the pictures, I think she's doing a great job. Just for anybody out there that is thinking about getting into eBay, these pictures she took with a cell phone. There's a lamp upstairs, one of those lamps that have 4 or 5 bulbs on it, and she did show there's a little bit of, it was just how the stitching was. We don't know if it came like that, but I'm really working on making sure that she understands that any flaws she really needs to take care of. But she did a great job on the listings. She did a great job, I feel, on the pictures, and just with a cell phone. Where you grab that piece of poster board?
Which one?
This is, and this is really all you need, especially if you're doing smalls. A piece of poster board, some lighting. You can sit back down if you want, and a cell phone. And you can adjust your lighting on your phone, or how it shows up, and make it look a little bit brighter. But it's not rocket science, and just with a little bit of help from Dad in the beginning, she's ready to go, and hopefully she will end up being quite the little reseller. I don't want her to make that her. She has lots of ambitions going forward. She does piano. She does golf. She does, what else you got going on? Violin, 4-H. She plays an awesome nose flute. Is that what it's called?
I'm not so good at the fife though.
And she's just learning the fife. She got a fife when she went to Indiana.
Oh, and thumb piano.
Oh, and a thumb piano. So she's she does try to figure out some. My 20-year-old took 10-minute lessons. Now lists 24 items a day, Monday through Friday, all summer. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It doesn't take it doesn't take a lot to you just gotta get up and do it. Don't be afraid of any negativity that you might hear out there. Just get up and do it. And Kat, you're always asking that. Are you not allowed in there? What did she ask?
The room is kind of clean, I guess.
Is the room clean, Izzy? Yeah, you know what? It is what it is. If I had a wife that was cleaning the house more, it would be. Oh, guess. Yeah, I'm in trouble. But anyway, I guess that's all that's all we had tonight. I didn't do a haul this week. I do have some stuff sitting at the auction house that I have not picked up. 3 or 4 items. I've been so busy with abort. I say that, but we can all use excuses. And I guess one of the things I've done is I haven't followed my own. I know better than to go there. She seems to have problems getting up and down. Anyway, I guess we just use that excuse. A lot of us use that excuse of being too busy. But I really just need to um, do it. I need to set aside an hour a day to try to get things listed, because really, as many of these season resales sellers will tell you, that you'd list daily, your sales are going to continue. And anyway, that's it for tonight. I am going to go plan on what I'm going to be making myself for breakfast in the morning, since evidently I probably should have kept my mouth shut earlier about cleaning my room. I pretty much don't let her in here because I do understand that it is a mess. But it is my mess, it is my little hole, and I just close the door and forget about it when I leave. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We are signing out. Yeah, but I don't have. You know it. I can't always be making excuses. But you got any parting words, Isabella?
Oh.
So I guess she has no. Uh, yeah, right. Not we're talking about both. You know what? It is slowly happening. Anyway, that is it for tonight. We will catch you all next time. At least I will, and hopefully Izzy will, if because she needs to start listing as well, right? So anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll catch y'all later. Peace out.